we covered the Jonathan Majors Variety article where they had the exclusive and there was more people coming forward as alleged victims. Now, the polarization between Variety and the source that the attorney and Major's crisis publicists choose to leak things to is stark and shocking, because they keep going to TMZ and they think that this is irrefutable evidence that proves he's innocent. This doesn't prove or disprove anything. And let's dive into this, right? Jonathan
Well, here we
Major's
go again.
video.
Yeah.
Witness prove I didn't strike ex-girlfriend. She went clubbing after the incident. So they've also revealed a little bit more about the story. So let's take a look. Jonathan Majors says the man who was driving him and his now ex-girlfriend the night of their alleged domestic incident will testify the actor did not strike her, and he claims there's video proof she was not injured when she went out to a club after altercation. Jonathan's attorney, Priya Chowdhury, filed documentation on Wednesday in Manhattan, informing the court that the driver witnessed what went down between Jonathan and the woman back in March. According to the documentation obtained by TMZ, the driver saw the woman assault Majors around 1 a.m. on March 25th while she was attempting to steal his phone. Further, the Creed 3-star says that the driver will testify he never struck the alleged victim in any way at any time or even raised his voice. Majors and his attorney also said the driver saw her hitting, scratching and attacking Jonathan, and that Jonathan asked the driver to stop the car so he could escape her attack, which he did. So the woman allegedly told police she suffered a broken finger and a laceration behind her ear during the altercation. However, in the document, Chowdhury says they have proof she's a complete liar, or that's a complete liar. And so we have this. This is the evidence. This is the video evidence, right? She's out partying, no timestamp.
That's not a video. That's an image.
Yeah, well, it's a screen grab from a video.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't release the video.
Yeah, so Priya Chowdhury says that they have hours of security video showing the woman went clubbing and got drunk after Majors left her in the car. She also texted him accusing him of infidelity and threatening suicide. So apparently, as what happens while she was at the nightclub, Majors' court filing includes screenshots of security video showing the woman freely using a right hand, which she claimed Majors injured. I will round this up in a minute, but I need to give you the full story. In the video, they say that she casually pushes her hair behind her right ear, reaches into her bag several times, sorts through credit cards, handed his phone, holds a menu and easily holds a glass of champagne. Apparently she was partying hard, throwing back shots with champagne, and it's all fine, etc. So apparently, when a night out at the club was over, they claim she showed up at Major's home at 3:23 a.m., entered his apartment and called him 32 times and sent several angry, jealous text messages. Majors was not home when she got there. Chowdhury says none of the text messages accuse Jonathan of injuring her, nor does she mention any discomfort from alleged injuries. They say Majors got home at 11:13 a.m. the next day, or the day, but whatever, and found her unconscious and half naked on the floor of his walk-in closet. He also discovered she allegedly threw up in his bed and told him she'd taken a few sleeping tablets. Majors then called 911 and claimed when paramedics arrived, the woman repeatedly told them, "I don't know," when asked what happened. In the document, Chowdhury claims body cam footage shows police interviewing the woman and clearly coaching her to say that Mr. Majors grabbed her by the throat. Chowdhury claims the alleged victim never made that claim to anyone prior to the officer's direction. So just to cover this, right? My thoughts before we dive into everyone else's. This does not prove or disprove anything. This is not a video. There is no timestamps on the video. There is nothing to put this video anywhere in terms of any logical linear sense of a day or an evening. Few things to note. The text messages that you did show didn't look very good. They literally, those messages that you showed were awful. What about the ones that you say where she sent multiple nasty ones? Where's the photo of him being injured by her attacking him, scratching, throwing hands, etc., which you state actually happened? Where's that? Your attorney, right? You were on it the very next day. We've seen it because it was all broken, TMZ and everywhere else, Deadline. Where are the photos that he was injured? Where were they? Where is any of this actual evidence? Hitting and scratching and attacking. Scratching, he would have some marks, right? Otherwise, it's an inaccurate use of the word. You're using it incorrectly. If he was scratched, he would have marks. Where's that? in terms of her going out clubbing, right? Look, your body does funny things when it goes into shock, and I said it in my video, and a few people scoffed at it, but it is the truth. So I shattered the metacarpals in my hand. I worked the doors, and they broke, and it was a big old mess. It was horrendous. But your body goes into shock, and I continued to work the doors that night, and I also drove home on a motorbike, so I could use my hand. It swells up, your body protects itself. It was the next day that I was in severe agony. You can, in theory, do, if it's a minor break, a fracture, nowhere near as bad as what I had, you could, in theory, do absolutely all of this stuff because your body would go into shock and you'd be fine. You could absolutely do all of this. But that's even to say that this is true because we don't have a timestamp. We don't know.
I was just going to say, yeah, and that's going under the theory that they're giving us, right? Yeah.
Exactly, right? All of this stuff doesn't prove or disprove anything. It just adds to more questions. Why did he call 911? He found her naked in his apartment, hungover, right? That's it. Why did he call 911? And I said this in my video, and people were like, well, because she said she took sleeping tablets. So she woke up, she was fine. Why would you call? I don't understand.
Yeah. What is the paramedics going to do at that point?
Exactly. I don't understand why you would call 911. And the text messages that they did show from this ex-girlfriend now weren't good because they did talk about injuries.
Yeah.
And they're saying now, well, the message is that she didn't accuse Jonathan of injuring her.
Not the ones we saw.
But she spoke about injuries from a fight. Okay, big brain.
She says, they know we fought.
Yeah, and I had injuries.
Yeah,
exactly. So no, I guess in a roundabout nonsensical way, you could say she doesn't out and out accuse him of injuring her. Okay, yeah, you could probably play technical BS with that. But she did say she was injured and they had a fight. So what is... I can't.
I'm with you, Nate. I'm like... I'm right here going, okay, if you have all these... Here we are. This is why I said more of the same bullshit in the beginning. Because what was the first thing? The first thing the day after this happened... She came out and she's like, we've got video. We've got the video of the cab incident and it's going to exonerate him. These charges are going to be dropped. Next thing you know, he gets charges. We don't see the video. Here they are again. We've got this video that proves she was out having a good old fucking time. And then this happened and then this happened. And at no point was nothing have you shown us has proven anything that you've said or supported your case. You've given us screenshots with no timestamps. I mean, no sense of who's even in the fucking shot there.
If I may, you know how they really screwed themselves? They screwed themselves by releasing those initial batch of texts that were supposed to exonerate him. But what they really did was that they set up parts of a narrative that's based on basically the information presented by a hysteric woman in the text, possibly a lawyer after the fact. We do not know. And now the problem is that now they have this more stuff that they have to try to frame into those messages that has already been said. So here you now have like two things, because we don't have the full story. We do not have the timeline of what was to happen exactly where, which maybe both of these things are consistent with. The only thing that we have right here is first we have like the text that on their own are incomplete but seem to tell one story, and now we have these the stills here that, if we are to believe them, tell a completely different story, and these two do not jive together without the timeline. And without that, he looks like a liar and his legal team looks incompetent.
And also, stop going to TMZ. By the way, ladies and gents, people are probably wondering why we're looking at TMZ. That's because his fucking attorney keeps going to TMZ. Not Variety, not Deadline, not The Hollywood Reporter.
Well,
not
you said earlier,
fucking Collider.
They may have even tried to go to those sources, and TMZ does normally check their shit. I'm not going to say they don't, but they are more willing to take the more tabloidy shit. What, like Variety is going to say, no, we ain't going to touch that without any timestamps or any proof to say of what this is that we're showing here. Because we're just going off of what they're saying, right? Yeah. And if this is digital video and digital photos, where's the time information on this stuff?
Exactly.
Well, we may not see the full screen grab. Maybe they just took like a print screen, cropped it, or something like that.
But if you go by what they're reporting here, Andre, this is what his attorney turned in. They didn't even turn in a video. They just turned in screenshots.
Well, then it's completely useless.
That's what I'm saying. This is the world's dumbest fucking attorney. Excuse my language, but
no, you're right.
What the hell?
And I still submit that the reason that this is with TMC, and I know that many do their fact checking with TMC and stuff like that, but still, TMC pays more.
Yes, they do.
It's still my theory that the lawyer decides that this guy, he's done soon. There's not going to be much money to collect here, so I'm going to get myself some paycheck by dropping this to TMC, and then it's going to spread from there to everywhere else it needs to spread to anyway. I'll just be left with some more coin for myself.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, right, like, you have Variety, more than happy to post an exclusive with no official, just their behind-the-scenes sources, right, saying, hey, we've learned that multiple women are now coming forward as alleged victims of domestic abuse. And let's run on the theory. Let's just run on the theory that his attorney did actually reach out to the bigger trades. So Variety, more than happy to publish something which they've learned from sources about the DA and people corroborating it and going to and working with them, but not happy to publish this. There'd be a reason why. Because it's substandard. It's what everyone is looking at now and saying right now, going, where's the fucking timestamps? What does this reveal? It shows nothing. It doesn't show literally anything. Also, and they probably would have pushed back on that if, playing devil's advocate, if they did do that.
Yeah. There's another reason why that's in the trades. Probably that's a controlled leak straight from the DA's office. And they're non-profit. So they're going to be really careful with what they release. Again, there's no names here. There's nothing like really incriminating. But some Variety reporter called them and say, hey, look, we're with Variety. Without being too specific, what can you tell us? Like, I'm not supposed to say anything, okay, but here's the deal. That's something that can happen. No money will have changed hands at all. And this is also something like the DA's office. They want a political win here. I mean, here you're going to have like some ambitious DA that just wants to be able to take someone down, get like a personal victory out of it. They're going to do their due diligence and stuff like that. And they're going to be like, okay, I find we need to get this out there because that's going to help me in the trial later on. And so everything from there is all the more professional than what we get from team majors.
And I want to hear Culture's take on this too, because he has been pretty quiet here. But no, like there's one bit going off of that, Andre, at the end of that TMZ story where they're basically setting up this conspiracy that she was coerced by the police to say this. Okay, so supposedly there's body cam, so let's see that.
Yeah. I'd love to see that. That's some pretty extreme allegations there.
Exactly. And not only that's what I'm saying. You're setting up some tinfoil hat type stuff here. And I'll tell you what, a DA is one thing. And yes, I'm not saying they don't like to swing and sway things for political matters, but they're not going to put themselves on the line for a Hollywood brat like this, though. That's the difference. They know where the line is drawn. If you're going to go to the mattresses for somebody like this, you're going to have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed, because there is no way you're going to fudge this up in court and screw your crap up for the rest of your life if you're just a measly DA at this point.
They don't want to lose. Tom, you're 100% right. The DA is only going to take cases they think they can win because it's all about prosecution record, right? So they have to feel pretty confident in what they've gathered. And you're right. There's going to be a lot of evidence that's going to be introduced to the general public that we haven't had. And these attorneys probably have everything that's been entered in on either side. And elements of discovery are already in place, et cetera, et cetera. So I have a feeling going into this that on May 8th, which is the Monday after the opening of Guardians of the Galaxy, this is going to start going very badly. I'm with a lot of the people that have been watching us for a couple of weeks now, talking about this. This strategy isn't working, and it's going to lead to him losing his gigs. I mean, not just the ones he's already lost, but his big gig. His big gig is going to go away.
His $20 million payday for Kang.
Yeah.
Well, and we've gotten that scoop from two sources that he is already gonzo. And honestly, I'm with Andre on this. The video should be coming soon. And he says right in the video, we think that he already is, and we believe it, because otherwise, regardless of him losing all that other stuff, if you still had a $20 million payday with Marvel, your agents and managers are going to still stick with you. Jumping ship, it tells us that the scoop is probably accurate.
I'll say it again. I said it Tuesday. 0%, or excuse me, 10% of zero is still zero.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you guys are completely right on that.
Yeah.
Completely
So like 10% to 20 million payday, that's worth standing by your client for.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Like that has the potential to be one of the biggest, one of the biggest paydays outside of someone like Johnny Depp, who used to get like 26 million or something like that.
Exactly. Then you don't care about like this little indie movie here, indie movie there, like fashion thing there. That's peanuts. Marvel is a big paycheck. If that's gone, then the dude's done.
Yeah.